we're going to talk since we're going into the new year. All brings out true self, visioning for the
Sure
future,
does.
and creating. Without a vision, people perish. Right?
Yeah.
That's in scripture. There is an interesting thing I found. I have an office in Baton Rouge, and there's a number of high school students that go to graduate and go to LSU, which is in Baton Rouge. And periodically, I would get a student from LSU. Their parents are very concerned about their drunk kid who's having sex and taking drugs and all
Right.
kinds of stuff. And so they'll find me and send them to me. I've noticed this. If the young man or young woman has a clear idea of what they want to achieve in college, they don't get caught up in the craziness of the school. It's known as a big party school. They got the fraternities. It's a lot of liberal drinking and drug use, and it's just can be really crazy. It's like I call it the monster. They get eaten by the monster. But the kids that don't get eaten by the monsters are the ones that have a really clear vision about what they want to achieve. The kid that goes, I think I want to maybe major in business, but I have no idea what I want to do, or maybe I want to be an artist or a lawyer. I'm not really sure. And they they don't really have a clear direction. Those are the ones that are so vulnerable to getting
Mm,
eaten up by the monster because it's hard to say no when you don't have a big yes.
mm,
If you have a big yes, then it's easier or easy to say no. So you get the young man that says, "Oh yes, I definitely want to go to med school. I got to make my A's. I got to have a really good grades. Buckle down. On weekends, Friday nights, they're reading biology.
right.
they're studying anatomy. They're doing these things. And Saturday, they're doing these things. So without a clear
Mm,
vision, you can get eaten up by the world. You can get eaten up by TV, by social media. You can get eaten up by all kinds of things. Or like HollyKem and I, you can get eaten up by the latest series on Netflix. Oh, how long have we been watching this? 6 hours? No.
Merry Christmas.
so, so, but when you have the clear vision, like, no, we got to do a class, we got this, we have this work to do, then it's easier to say no. That's one of the values of having a clear vision. And it's good to create a space
Mm,
to do
yes.
that and to reflect on what is God calling you to do, partnering with Him, and what does the next year look like, the next 5 years, the next 10
Are
years?
you ready for a journey of self discovery and healing? Introducing a roadmap to the soul, a practical guide to love, compassion, and inner peace. This book offers practical tools and insights to navigate your inner landscape, release emotional blockages, and embrace your authentic self. Start your transformational journey today by getting your copy now. See the link in the description. And now, back to the lesson.
Holly Kim and I went to the beach in Destin, and she really facilitated a wonderful little exercise for us, was to create a vision for the next 10 years. And we posted that, and we have it right over here for us to look at. But yes, we posted it, and it's our vision for the next 10 years. And what we did was we basically took magazines and did a collage.
Mhm.
And the process of a collage is we were just looking through magazines, books, and looking at when pictures would get highlighted or words would get highlighted. We didn't really necessarily know exactly what they meant,
Right.
but oh, this one has something to do with family, hope or think big, or oh, here's a nice picture of a mother holding a child, a lion and a lamb, symbolizing Jesus on there. And these pictures were just jumping off the page, and we would cut the pictures out or the words out, and we had all that. And then we just started gluing them on a big poster board. And as we did that, Holly would say, "Oh, I think this needs to go up here. Yeah, that'd be perfect. This goes with family. This goes with what we want to do with Transform You. This goes with that." And just posted it. And there was something inside that really felt warm, and it felt creative. And as we did that and we completed it, we felt like we accomplished something. And it wasn't a clear vision, but it had some clarity to it. It had general themes to it. But I'm just walking you through, just in case you want to do the same process of, praying, asking God, what is it that you want for the next year, the next 5 years, the next 10 years? And then allowing yourself to dream with no limits. Like, you don't have to put limits. So what if you achieve it or don't achieve it?
Right,
It doesn't
doesn't
matter.
matter.
It doesn't matter. You just put it out there. You create a vision. And we want to create a strong yes, because when we create a strong yes, it's easier to what? To say no. To say no to things. And, I had found that when I was an athlete, I was really dedicated. I mean, just real dedicated. And I was amazed at how the things when I went to Auburn, there were the fraternities, there were different things, and like I had no desire. Not that there's anything wrong with those things, but I had no desire because I was so focused on wanting to achieve as an athlete. My goal was to start at a major college as a freshman. That was like my goal. And so there was nothing that impeded that goal. And it looked like I was going to be a backup, but as God would have it, our first baseman got hurt, and the guy that I was backing up moved to first base, and so I got to start about half the games. But it was such a strong vision that God created it. I did my part, He did His part. Doors were opened, and it was just really a beautiful thing. And that because of that vision, it had easy to say yes or easy to say no because I had a strong yes.
Mm-hmm.
And so how do you create a strong yes is you spend time. You just spend time dreaming.
Mm-hmm.
HollyKem talks about how, when we're carrying a lot of wounds and we're in our protector, one of the fallouts of that is we stop dreaming.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have permission to dream, to co-create. But yet God gave us that ability to co-create with Him. It has nothing to do with quality. It has nothing to do with really reality. It has nothing to do with, is this possible? It has nothing to, no. It's like just to dream.
Yeah.
To dream.
Are you ready to embark on a journey of personal transformation and inner healing? Our intensive online coaching program is designed for individuals and couples seeking to reconnect with their true selves. Dive into our lessons, activations, live coaching calls, and educational readings tailored to uncover limiting beliefs, healing emotional wounds, and to cultivate a life filled with authenticity. Transform yourself, transform your relationships. It's time to transform you. See the description below to see how to join Transform You.